You know, is lockout a word? I don't think it is. Blackout is a word, and locked out is a phrase, but lockout? That's not a word. Or if it is, it's not one that I'm familiar with. Anyway, this is Dragon Keeper 9600, and we're here with episode 21, titled Not a Real Word. And if I look it up after this episode is over and find out that it is a real word, boy, would that be embarrassing. Anyway, we're back on Daily Motion for this one because the link on Cartoon Crazy is not working. So, let's get to it. This is Lockout. Beeping.
Whoa, careful!
Do you do anything with your friends but play football?
Is that a roller coaster?
Your dad bought it. He
We
said
stole
was
it.
Steal.
He claimed steal was just an expression, but I'm concerned.
How was the game? Did you,
Or did he mean that it was made of steel? And he also stole it.
You have a lot to learn about football.
I've been waiting for you to teach me. Is it
Or hand egg, as it's called by some.
No punching.
No one.
Okay, strong arm and side swipe are on
You just
defense.
tackle people and give them concussions and life-changing spinal injuries, but no punching. That's against the rules.
And the defense tries to stop them. Grandma, you pass the ball over the defense.
They're being watched? My god, this should happen more often. He actually caught it when... Lobbing, woo! And you set off the perimeter thing.
If you were trying to set off our security system.
We should grab. That's what I think.
No, Brother Clampdown. Not
Brother Clampdown. Just call him what Thunderhoof does. Crabby piece of shit.
This has been very illuminating, but there's one more thing I need to...
How do you say "ah" while making this face?
Hostility here, you know? I only hopped over here to see if I could join your team.
Why did they... Who's it?
You're on the team. This is your first mission.
Ain't we going to
Be tied to this tree. Good work. They leave him.
If we did, Kickback wouldn't make very good bait, now would he?
Kickback. Isn't that Insecticon's name? But this bug guy doesn't look anything like the Insecticons in Prime. He's much greener and scrawnier, and he also talks in complete sentences. The only one who did that was Hardshell. And that one from Thirst. But that's it. Yeah! Okay, stop. Stop.
Working on my touchdown dance. Did you like the move?
Like is a very strong word.
Wow. It's pretty devastating, Denny.
The Autobots make it look so easy. Moving tons of metal like that.
It is easy. If you're 3 stories tall and can crush train cars in your bare hands.
We must seem like insignificant little bugs to them.
Give them a safe
Has
place
Drift
to
been
stay
bothering him?
and help them stay hidden.
Your pet is underfoot. Move it.
Still a few beams to bring in, Denny, but we're just about done.
If you're so impressed with how they can move stuff, why'd you buy a roller coaster?
Sensors show it's in the
When they talk about impulse purchasing, they usually don't mean roller coasters.
B? Do you have another team we don't know about running around catching Decepticons?
Tying them to
Who are we
trees.
looking at?
This is incredibly suspicious. Cricket Man. He a cricket.
Kickback, sir. He's a professional Decepticon lackey. He's worked with almost
Professional
every
lackey.
Cybertron, it seems.
I don't suppose you bots could use a sidekick.
No, we already have Sideswipe.
And then how about a different kind of sidekick?
Someone by his side to kick him into shape. What are those called again? Oh yeah, sidekicks.
Move, Officer Butter Digits. Let's hop along after.
I like his alt
before it gets
mode.
too
It's like
far.
one of those
Wait.
drag racing vehicles.
Clearly, this Decepticon was meant to distract us.
From what?
Fix it. Fix it. Do you read?
Fuck.
Scrap. Come on.
Back to the base. What's going on? Nice catch.
Great hands.
strange. The Decepticon is traveling away.
I guess you
going
did
into
fix
space.
him, Denny.
Bumblebee, status, please. The comm systems, they've been jammed. Who could have... This is impolite. Imposter. Impossible.
Well, it is
The gate
impolite.
is open and perimeter security is down.
How did they do that?
We'd better check this out.
No, don't. We may
Well, this
already
episode
be-
has a habit of
Welcoming command.
ah!
How very kind.
He approaches them sideways.
Sure. Perhaps one of your little friends can relieve the minicon of his duties for a while.
Dive bomb would fuck it out. That's why I picked you. Don't
beg
tell
your
him.
pardon?
I can hear you.
To worry, just upgrading your security system.
With the limited materials on Earth? Look, there is nothing you could possibly do to upgrade.
Oh, but you're wrong. Or are you not aware of my previous crimes? Bring up my dossier, Air Razor.
Yeah, we never did learn what Steeljaw did. We're finally gonna learn about this guy who's the main antagonist.
Reputation. Jailed for instigating rebellion, knowledge of subsonics, but
Subsonics, precisely. Your security
Yeah.
system can easily be rewired to emit sonic pulses that don't affect bots outfitted with the special
Subsonics,
chips
'cause he's a
I cobbled
wolf.
together
They
for my
howl.
friends and me, but
My
aren't
friends.
nearly as kind to standard auto and dinobots, as B and his team will soon discover.
Anyway, as I was saying, the show has a habit of introducing a new element and then making it null next episode. We have a space bridge, turns out it doesn't work. Here's some Decepticon hunters. They don't work, we gotta fix them. Here's a security system. They thwart it easily.
You come over here and tell Thunder Cruncher and Bolt Smasher all about it.
Are those the name of your testicles? Those are my arms!
You like the tone of our new doorbell, Bumblebee?
Denny!
Russell!
You guys don't!
Why? What'll happen? Oh god.
Autobots, turn off your audio receptors.
Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy. Ooh, piece of candy.
It must affect all our systems, not just auditory.
I would have modified the defense
What?
subsonics to destroy you, but the power source was too limited.
It's okay, B. We're fine.
Let them
Claws
go.
are pointy though.
Better yet, let's discuss my team's demands.
World domination! We want world domination! Yeah, and make him eat dirt!
Throw us your weapons.
Or I'll skewer this whatever it is.
Bumblebee, don't!
Clamp down smiling.
Thunderhoof, bring them here.
Go here, do that. I was a boss on Cybertron.
You're doing this in front of the company.
Cybertron.
He backed down really easily from that. The Dawn
Just leave them here.
does only what he commands himself to do. Unless he looks like a wolf and is voiced by Trey Baker. Then he can boss me around. That was a confused joke.
Find a way. Steeljaw.
You can try.
He...
but I advise you all to
Thunderhoof's
flee
awkward
instead,
school photo smile.
Because soon you'll be far outnumbered and torn into spare parts.
No, not the pods. You stay away from those.
Far outnumbered? I'm no math genius, but don't we have as many bodies as he does?
Not if he releases all the Decepticons from their stasis pods.
You would no longer have a pack, but an army.
Enough
Well,
force to turn Earth
army in a
into
liberal
Decepticon
sense.
homeland.
With Steeljaw as its leader.
They had an actual army last series and they couldn't do that.
Clamp down. Open these pods and set our Decepticon brethren free.
What even is that expression?
wait. The pods can only be unlocked from the command console, or.
I love how everyone knows to do that.
He's lying. I can smell it.
I can smell emotions.
Then you'll open the pods.
Sure, I'd be happy to.
We don't have a chance. Not with all these enormo robo crooks waiting to stomp us at any moment.
I'm not so sure, Dad.
For a second I thought he was looking at Thunderhoof. It's like, whoa! Oh man. I was afraid of this. Dailymotion sucks. Hang on. Okay, we're back. Don't do that shit again, Dailymotion.
What is the delay, Minicon?
I can never remember.
My friends call me MC. No, we don't.
I suggest you improve your memory, Minicon, or I will take your failure out on the humans.
Undermine's drooling.
Crackdown. Locate the prisoners now. Now!
Okay, don't yell. Oh my god. Hang on. I fucking hate Dailymotion, guys. Okay, we're back again. God, Dailymotion sucks. I don't know what's. That made me feel better.
We're on the same side! Just like we were on the same side when you ratted me out to the Autobots.
Again with that. I mean, get over it. Don't hurt me. Just trying to look in front of him and move sideways at the same time.
Let's take these two down, Dad.
If by take them down, you mean surrender before they smush us,
Where did this
consider it.
inferiority complex come from?
No one knows
Was
it better than we do.
the Autobots putting together that roller coaster must have been really devastating
It's
for
time
him.
to switch from defense to offense.
That's how football works.
No go. The sonic field extends into the ground at least 50 feet.
Found that out the hard way.
So we can't go under. What
They
now?
dug down 50 feet. They dig fast, without shovels.
Letter.
Ow. They got dirt on their faces. That angers me.
We're really doing this. Yes, we are. Here they
This
come.
is so cool. Selfie, hang on. He Instagrams. Lol. Taking down Decepticons. Hi. That was very Looney Tunes-ish. They look over with, what? They slowly slide down sideways. Oh. Speaking of Looney Tunes-ish. Why, what's wrong? Again!
We did it!
I was about to say, it'd be funny if they just like slid to a stop in front of the door.
Emergency ejection.
You're gonna get the Decepticons with the Ruth Goldberg machine. How much time did you spend setting this up? Yep, bowling ball. Okay. Bunny with a cape, that's fine. Supremely calculated toss onto the controls of that construction vehicle. Throwing crabs is cheating. Zip line. I shouldn't have eaten all that lobster before I did this. Slips off. Are you mad?
Where is the smaller one?
Somebody let him slip through their claws.
Me? I'm the bot who actually caught a human.
Ow! Well, he's got one part of Big Megatron down.
Stasis pods now, or I make a painful example of this one. 1, 2.
All set, here we go.
Hey, you can squish him. I never liked him anyway. What the fuck? Ow.
B.
Russell, are you all right? Where's
What's that on your face? Oh, it's gone.
Can't even get close.
Continuity.
Tried to go under and
I had to clean my
over the
face,
field.
make myself
Couldn't get
presentable.
more high enough.
Steeljaw re-rigged the security console in the command center. I can't get to it with Fracture's minicons standing guard.
Based out of the command center, huh? What else do you know about the security system?
Just that it's set to repel both Autobots and Dinobots.
But not minicons?
Steeljaw
Hey.
didn't say.
strong arms.
Minicons don't count as Autobots because they're only half people.
Perimeter and make as much noise as you can.
That was dark.
In the meantime,
They hold a boombox over their heads. Start pumping Underground by David Bowie. I'm gonna open this nut. He's pawing it with his little paw.
Down. Fan out.
That look on Thunderhoof's face was almost like fear. Like, don't push me again. Hi, Bruce.
Why did they stop?
A pod must achieve equilibrium with the atmosphere before fully opening. You don't want non-functioning Decepticons, do you?
Do you want a non-functioning human?
Accelerate the process and open the pods right now.
Go to your room, young lady. He's using his dad voice.
ready?
Okay, now throw me! Or we could use the catapult.
I am ready.
He splats into the wall like an Wind Waker.
Much better.
Ow! Jetstorm owes me $10. He bet me that I couldn't knock Fix It the fuck out when he threw me in. I love the giant thumbs up that he's hiding behind. Is that one of the antiques that Larry tried to run off with? Giant thumbs up. Wait, I wasn't ready! Wait! Let her rip. Oops. Jetstorm, you fucking clod. What'd you break? Oh, he was supposed to do that. Was he? They didn't grab the weapons, they just left them there?
Keep them occupied.
And by that I mean try to kill them. Wait, what happened? Did he hit him with his hand and not the sword? How confusing. Down, dear. You down. That's the best reaction to getting tased ever. Ayo! Clamp down is having trouble. He's had his eye on that boat for hours. Man, Decepticons are just not on their A game today.
You could never beat me alone, Drift.
Then it is fortunate I am not alone.
What? Everybody else is done already? What happened? You guys suck!
Dad! Over here!
My wuss of a father! Aw, hugging. I have nothing else to say, just hug.
You're too late, Lieutenant.
Is that Quillfire snarling like that?
Close those pods.
Tentacles and arms and schizophrenic babbling. Thank you, Springload.
I've seen Fix-It do this before, but it's Cybertronian technology. I'm just a human.
Where did this character trait come from? You successfully activated Fix-It shoot everyone in the balls protocol last episode.
Maybe it needs a more earthly approach.
Really? Percussive maintenance wins. Next time, try turning it on, turning it off, turning it back on.
Like your army's deserted you, Steeljaw.
I will give the Decepticons their own world. This world, and I shall rule them.
Not today, you won't, Steel.
Why this world? I mean, it's full of like dirt and trees and shit. They didn't abandon him, see? Teamwork!
Go. Go!
Bail! Cheese it! Pursue them?
We should pursue them. No. Our first priority is securing our prisoners by resetting the scrapyard's defenses. Steeljaw can wait.
And the episode is nearing the end, so, like, we don't actually have time to pursue them.
Handed to us on a plate.
Please. My son and I are just your average, everyday humans who transcend their physical limits and go to any lengths to secretly protect their planet.
Protect! I lost the threat. Their planet. Now, the next step is to evolve into beings of pure light.
From me.
Whoa, I've never seen this side of Steeljaw. I kind of like it. Starts sounding like the Beast from Beauty and the Beast. Get out! Calm down. Do you need a tummy rub? Will that help?
Steeljaw.
What? Dad?
Call not to your allies. I speak to you, and you alone.
Are you a severed head? Because otherwise, not interested.
I am the first Decepticon. I was responsible for the Alchemor's crash, and thus your freedom.
What?
I freed you and your pack to serve me.
But I kinda...
You. The pack obeys my orders.
Do you see how they all scram when I told them to scram? I am a tactical genius!
I will provide you with instructions shortly.
I will not take orders from you.
You will obey.
Please?
Just because I'm in a different dimension does not mean I cannot hurt you.
Just because...
Play all the tricks you like.
I made this
Scare.
sheet metal
I
crumple.
will have a legion of Decepticons. No bot will interfere with my plans to rule this planet.
I appreciate your ambition, Steeljaw. Truly, I do. Prepare my way, and I shall give you this world.
Really?
Agreed.
Thanks, floating head. I'm not a head.
No.
Totally heard that. I am omniscient, you know. Okay, guys, sorry about the technical difficulties, but, you know, it's Daily Motion. For some reason, my normal site, cartooncrazy.me, didn't seem to have this episode, or it did, and the link was broken. I don't know what's going on, but anyway, really great to see Steeljaw back again. I'm a little disappointed they got their asses kicked so quickly, but, this is, I really like seeing Steeljaw get fed up and angry, because we've seen him like very cool and collected and calm, and we see in this episode that it's all a facade, that he's, you know, putting on a performance and acting the way that he knows that will get other people to trust him or fear him. But, in this case, he's just so frustrated that he lets loose, and I love it. I love it when villains are like, show that they have multiple emotional sides. Kickback was introduced in this episode, but he didn't do much. I'm guessing he'll probably do more in a later episode, but for now he just seemed to be a distraction. Like, not seem to be, that's literally what he was, a distraction. So the fact that he got away is obviously a loose thread, as well as the mysterious voice from the floating sheet metal. I already know that this is the Fallen, so yeah, I had that spoiled for me, but it's pretty cool to see him, and he just kind of appears, and like his Steeljaw's interaction with him does bring up a point of contrast between Megatron, who was practically on his knees begging to serve Unicron and Prime, and Steeljaw's like, evil god? Nah. Like, get that shit out of here. I can do it by myself. I'm Troy Baker, motherfucker! And that's good. I feel like Denny's... I mentioned this already in the episode, so I won't talk about it too long, but Denny's thing about humans can't do much, that plot thread was really sporadic because he'd never shown any doubt for himself and any inferiority to himself as a species before. Like when Drift called him as a pet, he reacted indignantly because he knew he deserved better. And like there are a lot of missions that the Autobots couldn't pull off without him and his ridiculous Sonic the Hedgehog cartoon style disguises. So his inferiority was kind of introduced out of nowhere, and it seems redundant, especially for us having gotten this far in the series and for us having watched Prime, that, you know, there were several times where the Autobots would have straight up been dead if the humans weren't there. The Scraplets episode comes to mind. So, yeah, it's kind of an unnecessary plot thread, and I don't know what was up with it, but Steeljaw's cool. It's cool having this many Decepticons fighting, and honestly, like, all the roars and growls and, like, weird animalistic limbs coming out of the stasis pod, I think is the coolest and scariest that any of the captured Decepticons have looked so far, because it's like a zoo breakout instead of a prison breakout. It was kind of intimidating in that way. So that was Lockout. I don't know what the next episode will be, because I haven't looked it up yet, but we are approaching the season 1 finale, as you could tell by Bigger Bad Fallen, no last or middle name, who has come to wreck shit. So, looks like we know what the coming evil was, and we officially are better informed than Optimus Prime. That's good. So, see you on Friday for the next episode. Strandkeeper 9600, signing off.